Today, we're gonna make the front end of my Golf R look a lot less boring than it already does.
And don't get me wrong, I love the way the front of this car looks. The Mark 7.5 bumper is arguably the best looking, most refined bumper on any Golf, but it's still missing a certain something that rounds out the front end of this car. And with all that being said, it's time to take matters into my own hands.
So if you haven't guessed quite yet, we're gonna be installing a front lip on my Golf R for the first time. Now this right here is not just any regular front lip. It's easily my favorite front lip for the Mark 7.5 Golf Rs. So let me formally introduce you to the front lip from CJM Industries. First impressions on this thing, the quality is nuts. It's definitely a super hard and durable textured plastic, and you have the Mark 7.5R and the CJM logo that have been etched into the actual lip. It has some thickness on it too, as you can see right there, so this thing is gonna be super durable. And I'm a big fan of these countersunk holes here. This is gonna be really useful to make this thing look clean on the car. Alongside the main attraction right here, we do have a nice little sticker, which I'm definitely gonna put on something. And then here we have another bag of goodies, fresh hardware with, of course, everything labeled on here. I love the attention to detail. Another sticker, some candy, my favorite, and then we have some hardware and stuff like that in here. So, and instructions, perfect. I'm super excited to see how this thing will finally look with a front lip on it. I think it will match my Aerofab spoiler quite perfectly, and overall finally tie the front and the rear of this car together. If you haven't already, go down below and hit the subscribe button for more installs and Golf R content in general, just like this. And before we get started, I want to give CJM Industries a huge shout out for sending this front lip out. They make amazing, well thought out products, as you can see, so I'll link them down below, and I also might have a discount code for you guys, so I'll put the info down below so you guys can save some money. All right, without further ado, let's get this thing on the car. I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about this, because I've never done it before, but I think it'll be pretty straightforward. So this right here seems like a template and basically the main instructions on how to install this front lip. And we got some mounting hardware, but as you can see, everything is numbered. You have 2, 1, as you can see right there. So that means this must be idiot proof, so I guess we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna take the front bumper off the car. I think it will just make it easier to install the front lip. Okay. And there we have it. The bumper is fully off the car and fully supported. The only thing is I would like to have it fully upside down, but it's not feasible with how the bumper is. So we're gonna keep it like this for now. As for the repair we did in the last video, it doesn't look as good as it did last time. I'm sure there's been a little bit of flexing and moving around, but honestly though, still holding up pretty well. So now I'm just gonna mock up how this might look. And I'm sure it would be something like, yeah, something like that. Now it's resting on the bumper like this. Make sure that the countersunk holes are actually facing the ground. And here's a little sneak peek of what it would actually look like on the car. So I'm pretty hyped about that. To make this a bit more organized, I laid out everything that comes in the hardware bag, and we're gonna be using these first. So this tab on the front lip actually lines up with this hole on the bumper. We're gonna thread one of these through it and then kind of tighten it down, and it should line up exactly where we need it to be. So like this, put it into place here. And of course the same on the other side. Now with the light on, you can see just how flush it is with the bumper. This is exactly what we want. And now that the lip is secure, we're gonna be using a 1/4 inch drill bit right here to drill out all the countersunk holes on the front lip. You guys can just barely see through that hole, but we drilled every single hole on this thing. And now we're gonna start from this side. So we're gonna be using the green, which is the 20 mil bolts, which are the shortest ones. So I'm gonna grab 2 short bolts and 2 of these nuts here. Oh, there we go. Okay, then we just thread this in like it was nothing. Oh, there we go. I love how they're countersunk. That's so clean. Second one. This next hole right here requires this 6 mil spacer that you have to put in between the bumper and the lip, so we're gonna go ahead and do that.
It is a little tricky, but take your time. This is where having the bumper completely off really pays off. The front lip does have some flex, so you can get your hands in there no problem, and you're not fighting against gravity, which is a big plus. Next, we're installing the larger rectangular spacers. Number 2 goes more towards the outside of the lip, and number 1 goes more towards the inside. I found it easier to line up the bottom hole first since it's further down, and from there, the top hole lines up super easily. The hole directly in the middle of the lip gets this 13 mil spacer. This is the thickest spacer, so just make sure you can move the front lip enough to get this thing in there.
We have one half finished here. Now we have to do the other half. And just like that, the entire thing is done. One thing I do want to mention, obviously use the washers. I absolutely forgot about the washers that were sitting over there, so I had to go over everything and do it again. But we're all done now. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip the bumper just to have a look at how it sits. Okay, pretty solid. Here's what it looks like on the inside of the bumper. I think this is very valuable because no other video shows this, but this is what you should be seeing, right? So you have your washer, you have your nut right there. These two right here do not have any washers because obviously there's no space for it to fit. But overall, some really nice hardware, and this thing is not going anywhere. You can see it's gonna be super, super secure. So all of these are hand tight. I'm gonna go ahead and crank them down, not too much, but just enough to keep it on the car, obviously. Then we'll be good. Everything here is good to go. It actually looks so, so good. And look at the fitment here. Like super, super flush. Just enough out here and it tapers. Gets bigger. Still have a good amount of space out here. I really love this lip, man. Now I'm gonna put the bumper back on the car. It might need some adjustment based on how it sits when it's actually on the car and on the ground. I'll tell you right now, I probably have to raise my suspension. I'm not going to though, to see if it can survive. But otherwise, if you're doing this at home, just know it's subject to a lot of adjustments. And this time I will remember to plug in the parking sensors so I actually have front parking sensors.
Now, if you did this with the bumper off like I did, putting it back on might be a bit challenging. You will have to remove the first screws from the beginning of the install, line up all the plastics underneath, and then put them back in. But if you did this with the bumper already on the car, you don't have to worry about this.
Here's how it looks on the car, and oh my gosh, I am so happy. It just blends in so perfectly. I love how sturdy it is, and it sticks out quite a good amount, so I'm pretty happy with this install.
Although it looks complete, it does not end there. There's one crucial thing we still need to test before we wrap everything up.
Now, as someone who's never had a front lip on a car before, let alone a lowered car, what really has me nervous is getting in and out of my driveway. And the thing is, my driveway isn't even that crazy. Like, take a look and see, just a little bit of a lip right there, but nothing too crazy. But if I'm not careful or if I don't angle, I will easily scrape on this all day.
And if you don't believe me, take a look at this. It's a little bit too close for comfort.
So just based off that, I should definitely scrape if I don't angle. So we're gonna have to just test it and see how it actually is with the new lip. All right, let's go ahead and give it a try for the first time. All right, here we go. Let's give it a try. This is not really a full angle, so it's gonna be straight on, slowly. I don't think I scraped. That was perfect. I just watched that footage back and bro, that was close, but the good news is it can survive getting in and out of my driveway. I'm still waiting on my new wheels to come in, and I'm also gonna get new tires. So based on where that kind of sits with this whole configuration, I'm also gonna adjust the ride height. I really don't wanna scrape this on absolutely everything, so that's why I think I'm definitely gonna have to raise the car. But for now, I think I'm just gonna thug it out and continue driving with the car as it is. Okay, so what's the final verdict on the CJM Industries front lip?
It really comes down to 3 categories for me: looks, ease of install, and fit and finish. This lip definitely gets a 10 out of 10 for looks. It's sleek, simple, and it really fits the car so well, it almost looks OEM. For fit and finish, it's also getting a 10 out of 10. It's light yet sturdy, and it comes with some great hardware as well. I really love the countersunk holes and the etching done on it as well. Great attention to detail. The instructions are pretty straightforward, but if you are looking for a physical step-by-step list, it is lacking that, but they do make up for that with their YouTube videos. My only thing is that when you take the bumper off, it does require a bit more adjustment when putting the bumper back on after install, but also maybe that's just me.
I genuinely think this is one of the better front lips for the Mark 7.5 Golf R on the market. I was not paid to say that. That's my honest opinion. A lot of the other front lips on the market just look super cheap, and they also have those dimples, you know, those Chihuahua teeth that they use to mount to the actual bumper, but I love how this one has the spacers so hidden you can't even see them on camera. Overall, I'm easily giving this a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, go down below and hit the subscribe button for more golf art content like this. I'll tell you right now, after doing the front lip, the side skirts are looking a little bit bare. I don't know if you guys can see, but the side skirts are looking a little bit bare. So I might need to get the CJM side skirts as well to kind of match up with the front. This was a super fun install, my first time doing a front lip, and I think I did pretty well. And again, a huge shout out to CJM Industries, especially Chris, for hooking me up with this front lip and helping me out with all my questions. If you're in the market for a front lip, I highly recommend this one. So I'll have all the information down below, and I might even have a discount code for you guys, which will also be on screen or down below as well. With all that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.